During the 20th century, most of the royal households in India were quite modern in their thoughts and culture. The women in the families often were interested in art and culture, social work, and fashion. They were the connoisseurs of the finest art and were the perfect hostesses for influential guests at the palace. Let's go and find out the royal Maharanis and Begums of India and their luxurious lifestyle. Sultan Kaikhosrau Jahan, Begum of Bhopal. In 1901, Sultan Kaikhosrau Jahan took over the throne of Bhopal, following the death of her mother. She was the prime ruler of the state till 1926. A great reformer, she was one of the most progressive rulers of her time. In 1918, Sultan Kaikhosrau Jahan made primary education free and compulsory. That's not all, she was the only female chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University. When it comes to fashion, Kaikhosrau Jahan often donned embellished kurtas when stepping out of the palace. She was the most social Begum who was loved by the people and heavily awarded by the British for her reforms in education, taxation, health, the army, and almost every field of public service. Maharani Chimnabai of Baroda. An educated woman who worked for the rights of women in India, Maharani Chimnabai of Baroda, the president of the All India Women's Conference. Her husband, Maharaja Sayaji Rao III, was a ruler well ahead of his time and encouraged his wife to play an active role in public life. Maharani BIBIJI BAKHTAVAR Kaur Sahiba of Patiala. Maharani BIBIJI BAKHTAVAR Kaur Sahiba of Patiala, the official queen consort of the last Maharaja of Patiala, was the leader of the Ladies of India. The Maharaja had 10 wives and many concubines. That's not all, he was notorious for his indulgent and luxuriant lifestyle. However, in 1911, the Maharani presented Queen Mary with the famous Delhi Durbar tiara, to mark her visit. Rani Sita Devi of Kapurthala. The heart of French parties and salons, Rani Sita Devi of Kapurthala was married to Prince Karamjit Singh, the younger brother of Maharaja of Kapurthala. For the unversed, Rani Sita Devi was one of the most important patrons of haute couture of her time and was featured in Harper's Bazaar, Vogue, Look, and various international magazines. Her fashion game was on point. She paired fur coats with French chiffon saris and added dramatic jewelry from Cartier and Van Cleef & Arpels to complete her look. Rajamata Gayatri Devi of Jaipur. Rajamata Gayatri Devi of Jaipur was one of India's most famous Maharanis. She became the symbol of royalty in India. Born in 1919 in London, as Princess Aisha of Cooch, Behar, she had a rather unconventional upbringing. In 1940, she married Sawai Man Singh II, Maharaja of Jaipur, after a courtship of many years. Gayatri Devi had an illustrious personal life, but that's not all. She was known for her enchanting beauty. She was named amongst Vogue's 10 most beautiful women in the world and was the most photographed lady of her time. Rajamata Gayatri Devi of Jaipur is known for her efforts in ending Purta system in Jaipur and all Rajputana and for her active political opposition to the ruling Congress party. She also supported the princess in abolishing the privy purses of the government of India. In 1975, she was jailed due to a political vendetta. Rajamata VIJAYERAJE SCINDIA of Gwalior. Another princess, whose story is quite like Gayatri Devi, was Rajamata VIJAYERAJE Scindia of Gwalior. In 1975, both were jailed in the same cell. However, she did not belong to a royal lineage. Her grandparents, the influential Rana family of Nepal, raised her while they were living in political exile in India. She is remembered for her poise, dignity, forward thinking, and political strongwill, all of which made her a true and natural leader. Indira Devi of Cooch, Behar. Ma Cooch Behar or Indira Devi was born as the Princess of Baroda and then became the first Maharani of Cooch Behar, one of the most advanced and modern princely households in India. She ruled the state alone for several years after the death of her husband. She was known for hosting luxurious parties in India and England. She was fond of riding, hunting, and tennis. Please do subscribe for more information. Thank you for watching.